Okay, ready? What's up, YouTube? This is Chris Domenico. We're here at Iron Physique Gym in Rochester, Minnesota. I just finished up a hamstring workout today. So now we're gonna go back, take you through everything I did. I'm gonna try and explain the breakdown of all the exercises, my theories, reasons for what I do, etc. It's just me today. I was supposed to train with a few people, so might be a little bit boring, but I'll try and liven it up and make it as fun as possible. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the workout. My show was about 8 weeks ago. Since the show, I've been doing like a progressive overload type of training. With that, my split looks like I do hamstrings, shoulders, triceps, chest, biceps, and quads. Today is gonna be just hamstrings. I do 5 exercises total. Our first exercise is gonna be lying leg curls. Now, with these, I usually do it as a rest pause for the work set. Now, before I get to that, I usually do like 1 or 2 warm-up sets before I get to peak weight. So this is gonna be our first warm-up. I also do these single leg just because I can focus more on the contraction. Last week I did 80 pounds for 2 sets, 15, 10. So my goal this week is I'll probably bump it up to 85. Set a new standard, and then I'll have something to beat next time I do this exercise. You can see every rep's controlled. As soon as I feel myself starting to use a little bit too much momentum, hips, that's when I stop the movement. All right, with lying leg curls, I superset the hip adductor. I do these twice a week. When I do them with hamstrings, it's more about peak weight rest pause. So again, I'll do 2 warm-ups before I go into my all-out set. Main focus here is the stretch. It'll be our rest pause for the hip adductor. So I'm putting 290 on here. Now with the rest pause, what I do is as many reps as I can with perfect form. Then I take about a 10 to 15 second break. I do a second set, squeeze out a few more, 10 to 15 second break. And then I do a third set. Getting as many reps as possible, trying to get 20. If I can get to 20, then I increase the weight. Okay, so that was 12. I'll give myself about 15 seconds here, then hop in for the second one. You can see I'm trying to take it as slow as possible. Control stretch, because honestly, if I wanted to, I could throw a 45 on top of this machine and do it. So with some of these, you gotta really actually make the exercise a lot harder than what it is. You know, you see a lot of guys will throw like 45s on here, bang them out, but then what am I gonna do? You can only go so heavy. I already forget how many I did on the first set. I think it was 12. That second set was 5. So we'll give ourselves another 15 seconds and we'll do one more set. Okay, so there I got 12, 5, and 5, which is over 20. So next time we'll go up. So next we're gonna do this machine. I like to do it halfway through the workout because my hamstrings are now warmed up. Only thing is, it's gonna take a lot of strength away, so I won't be able to get as many reps. What I do for this exercise, I usually do 3 sets, 3 work sets, as many as I can. You can see right there, I only got 4. I can't really push it without a spot. So, and again, I'm doing it kind of after I pre-exhausted my hams a little bit. I like it because I can feel it more, but it definitely takes some of your strength away. After I do these, I do get a crazy pump. So again, even though I'm not using or doing that many reps, I feel like I still get a lot out of it. Okay, so 3 sets. We did 4 reps each set. So now we're gonna go to deadlift. Let's go in the back. What I've been doing since my show, again, 8 weeks ago, I've been getting away from the high or the heavy weight, and I've been doing all high volume for legs. I've always felt that that works best for overall leg development, size, even strength, because whenever I do go to want to push heavy weight down the road, my legs will be fresh and I'll have a very nice foundation set up. So, like for example, when I started this program, I was doing 315 for 3 sets of 15 to 20. Then it was 365. Now I'm currently right around 405, trying to get that for 3 sets of 15-ish, 15 to 20 reps for my work sets. So I'll kind of take you through what I do to warm up for that, those work sets, etc. I usually like to use this red bar because it's red and I think it looks cool. So it's kind of my thing. So if I'm doing 405 for my work sets, 15 to 20 each. What I'll usually do, I'll do a set with one plate, about 6 to 8 reps. I'll do a set with 2 plates, 6 to 8 reps. And then I'll do 2 warm-up sets with 3 plates. I hit it twice for probably about 4 or 5 reps each. Something I always do with my peak work weights. The set before the peak set, I hit it twice and I cut the reps back on that. Kind of really just helps sink in the nervous system without totally basically popping your cherry for your main work set. Man, that feels heavy as fuck. Now we'll hit our second warm-up set with 315. Again, just doing about 4 to 6 reps. That felt like 1% lighter. This has always been one of my favorite stretches. It's supposed to be a hip flexor stretch, but I feel it everywhere. All right, so this will be our first work set with 405. I'm gonna rep it as many times as I can. We'll see what I can get. What I try and focus on is dead stopping each rep. I used to do these, balance them, but when you dead stop it, makes it a lot harder. Really forces you to recruit hamstrings, glutes. 3 sets of 15 is a lot. What people don't realize is like, you know, like, okay, I could work up and do 6 plates, pull 6 plates. Like the most I've done with 6 plates is I think 5 reps. I've made a mistake over the years. I call it being lazy, where once you get to a certain strength, you just throw that on every week, every couple weeks, you know, deadlift 6 plates every week. But when I've made my most progress, it's whenever I did a lot of high volume work mixed in. So it would be like 3 out of 4 workouts was high volume. Then every 4th workout I would go heavy. Same thing with squats. For example, I can throw 5 plates on, do it 10 times, but like that's like my ultimate sticking point. Now personally, to break that, this is my opinion, you have to train with a much lighter weight, build up your reps. So like doing sets of 315 for sets of 15 to 20, 4 or 5 sets of 15 to 20. Once you can do that, you go back to 5 plates, it moves like butter. But that's obviously very hard, and that's why nobody does it. So we got 12 that set. Which is good. It's still 2 more than I got last week. So I'll take it. So we got 1 more set. Secret to big deadlift when you do it barefoot, making sure your socks are tight. So before every set, you gotta tighten the socks up. Makes all the difference. Ooh. Ooh. So we finished the 3 work sets of deadlift. Hamstrings, I alternate weekly between a leg press with my feet higher and deadlifts. So that was the 4th exercise, the main compound. Now to wrap up the whole workout, I usually like to do 1 more iso movement. Usually I do dumbbell lying leg curls, but I don't have a partner today, so we're just gonna do some seated curls. We're gonna do 3 work sets, just like 3 work sets of 10 to 15. Something else to talk about with the deadlifts is I never use a belt. Truth is when I was younger, I wore a belt for everything. I used to go super heavy, and I pulled my back doing T-bar rows, like 10, 12 plates. And this was literally probably 10, 15 years ago, which I shouldn't have been using that weight. And then when I rehabbed my back to training without it, I just never put the belt back on. As I got stronger and stronger, I never put the belt on. And to be honest with you, I just never wore the belt again. And personally, I don't feel that they're needed. Again, this is my opinion, because this will be something people argue with me about. People say it blows out your waist, but I did a stomach vacuum on stage, so I disagree with that. I think people use it as a crutch, or I think people use it because it simply exists, just like knee pads, knee wraps, elbow pads, elbow wraps. Granted, I'm not saying none of them have their purpose. Some of them do, especially for your advanced lifters. 90% of these people are using this equipment. They don't even know what it's used for or why they should be using it. When I've been training for literally over 20 years and I've never used any of it, I just always train properly with weights that I can use. And I'm virtually injury-free, knock on wood. For these, this is just the finisher. So for the last exercise on hamstring day, I like to just hit some reps. We're gonna get right into the work set. When you do something like this and you get right into the work set, you kind of want to pick a weight right around your work set weight, maybe a tad bit under. That way you can move up. You never want to start with a weight that you're not sure that you can handle. Also, when you're doing any type of a leg curl, keep your feet together like this as much as possible. You'll be able to feel it much more in your hamstrings. Something that's really helped to bring up my legs since my show, because I feel like I've already made progress. I always train them on separate days, but something I've done is train hamstrings, just hamstrings. Because last off season, I used to do glutes, hamstrings, and calves, and then I would do just quads on a workout. The problem with that is I would do calves first. I do 2-3 exercises for calves. I would do 2-3 exercises for glutes. And then by the time I get to hamstrings, again, I'm already kind of 50% dead. So this off season, for the last 2 months, I trained strictly hamstrings today. And it's the first day after my refeed or high day, beginning of the week when I'm fresh. So I can put maximum intensity into it, maximum focus. I do calves with back because it just works for me that way. And then I do glutes with quads. I'll start my quad workout by basically pre-exhausting my glutes. So, and that's honestly the split I put like 90% of my clients onto, because I feel like it just sets up the week perfect. But yeah, I think splitting your legs up into 2 workouts is good, but it doesn't necessarily make it the perfect split, especially if you're really trying to bring up your posterior chain. That was our 3rd set of hamstring curls. So that wraps up this workout. Again, just to recap it, we did lying leg curls, hip adductor superset. Then we did the GHD, the glute ham developer. 3 sets there. We did 3 work sets on the deadlift. And then we finished with the seated leg curls, 3 sets of about 10. That's a typical hamstring workout. So, thank you whoever tuned in, watched this workout. Again, it's a work in progress. Main goal is just to get this going again and kind of continue to make it better along the way. So hope you guys like this first video, and hopefully be making more. Edit, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let me think here. This is honestly the hardest part.
Great. 100%.
Like breaking the like popping the cherry and like mentally switching over. Okay, I'm ready. Good?
Yep. You're good.
What's up, YouTube?